how do I say that word?
Authenticity?
Yeah, not that word authenticity, but elaborate. Just continue to elaborate on that. And did you already get it?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I mean, the most freeing thing I've ever done for myself was decide to just be authentic in every way, shape, or form. And for some people, my authentic self is too much. Okay. And that is perfect for me because it just lets me know who's my people and who aren't. So just like I know that God can't bless who you pretend to be, God can't bless you if you're not being your authentic self. So.
And that I had talked to, Sheen, right? Sheen Anthony. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I was talking to him. He was one of our guests before, and he was talking to his answer to that was self-love. Does that go in alignment with what you're saying, being authentic?
Absolutely. They are partners. They are right there side by side because how else can you get to your authentic self without love? Yeah, man, because being your authentic self means that you know who you are. And when you know who you are, you can control so much about your life. And that just, when you love yourself, you don't want to be anything. Think about it. Like when you're in love with someone, something, your favorite food, why do you love it? Because it's so much of it. Mm-hmm. And yes, so it is. That's who you become. Yeah. That's like I love myself so much that like I just cannot wait to introduce you to who I am.
Yeah.
So why would I be anything other than who I am? Yeah.
Wow, that shit filled my head up as you were saying it, because it made me really start considering damn, that shit really is why I like doing the things that I do, because it makes me feel like the most fulfilled present version of myself.
Absolutely.
We were just talking about going to work before we turned the camera on and all of that, and I made a joke to my business partner, shouts out to Jasmine, when you've been doing something for a minute, it's hard to do things that you're not wanting to do or accustomed to doing, but like you said, when you find what you really love about yourself and what you want to cultivate, that's the word I was looking for. What part of you really love and want to commit to and cultivate, then you can really discern what's good for you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. It makes living, honestly, I think it's a cheat code.
Yeah. That's why, like you said, they get a lot of things and people outside of yourself want to get you invested in something else because they know that that's where you're not at your most powerful sense of yourself. Absolutely. Like you said, the cheat code can't get put in when you're not being you.
You're right.
That's a gem. So the flip side of that question is, what is anything that you're wanting to learn? What's something before you never learned or that you haven't known, excuse me? What would you like to learn, or if you could have learned something in your past that could have afforded you something today?
Right. Okay. There's so many parts of that. So first, I'm an explorer, just by nature. That's just who I am. My soul thrives when I'm learning new things. I love that. So in general, I want to learn so many different languages.
You can,
But on my vision board, right, I want to be multilingual. I want to learn my partner's Nigerian. Yeah, so I want to learn Igbo. Right now I'm in the process of learning Igbo because it's very important that our son, he's 15 months, that he learns. He speaks Igbo. We're actually going to Nigeria in December. So it's important that, and his parents are still alive. So it's important that, he can communicate. And so, but other than that, I also want to learn Creole. You know what I mean? I want to learn Spanish. I want to be able to speak the languages of my people. That's really important to me. And then also, just technically for myself, I want to learn music theory. I know that's something that will help me as a musician. And it's a whole other language within itself. So
what's music theory?
Music theory is learning the keys and how to make the
literally the theory
behind music. Yeah. So I want to learn that. But then something that I wish I knew growing up and having kids, I reflect on this all the time. I wish my parents had just let me know that nobody has this shit figured out. I wish my parents were more authentic with me and just was listen, I don't know. I have no idea how to raise you.
Shit. I know my parents never said that shit to me. You're right. That would make my life a lot less pressuring.
Right.
Yeah, that's a deal.
But I'm going to give you the best that I got.
Yeah, that's love. Really giving that best.
Right, and I think that takes the pressure off so many things because once you become an adult and you realize nobody got this shit figured out. Like, didn't COVID teach us, like, nobody got this shit figured out? Like, these $1 million corporations that we swear the government ain't got shit figured out. Like, nobody got an exit strategy. So, we all just figured this shit out on this planet called Earth. Just, God put us here and we just out here like modern cave people just figuring shit out. Like that's it. That's all we doing. That's all we doing. And if somebody would have just been like, nobody has this shit figured out, you're good.
My friend August, he talked to me today, and he always says, like, you need to act more like you said, you know, just relieve yourself of that sometimes. Like, you be like putting yourself down too much. So like you said, when he says like things like you're enough or like you got this, man.
You got it. Everything you need is already within you.
A lot.
It does. It really does, because we got it. We got it. We just, because we're a part of a capitalistic society, we see so many things and we think that we're not. Because how can I be enough if I don't have what they have?
Yeah,
right.
I can't get it. Or
right. If I'm not where I think I'm supposed to be, how can I be enough? But then that's when you tap into divine timing and everything ain't for you. That's another thing. I tell my kids that everything's not for you.
I got that. Someone put me on that gym early. I used to like saying that when I was young. Like, everything's not for you. I've definitely heard that before.
Yeah.
Shouts out to your husband being from Nigeria too.
Yeah.
I was cheesing because my sister had took one of those ancestry.com things.
Yeah.
And you know, this ain't no plug. I don't really. But you know, it made me feel invigorated to know and see the numbers on it. It was like I'm like 3/4 Nigerian apparently. And so just hearing you say that you teaching your kid and you learning, and I'm like, wow, I ain't never think of that. That's inspiring. Like, I should go learn some Nigerian too. Like, that's a gem.
Yeah, first you gotta figure out your tribe, right? You gotta figure out your tribe, because there are two. I mean, well, no, I'm sorry. There are way more than two, but the most popular ones are Yoruba and Igbo.
Okay.
So, and those are two totally different dialects. So, yeah, that's the thing about Africa. It's like so many dialects.
You just did that to my head again, because I heard both those words all the time and never realized that they had anything to do with Nigeria.
Yeah,
so,
that's
what you just kind of give me some fun. All right, so that even gives me a good segue. We lightening up too with the questions. What's something that you're enjoying for relief currently? Like I had it in my notes as, what do you watch on TV? But whether that's like reading any books or like any music that you're getting into, or just whatever you know, I ain't trying to put it in your mouth, but
no.
What are you doing for relief currently?
So for relief, because I am under a lot of stress. Chasing your dreams is stressful, okay? So especially when you got chilling. So honestly, anytime I can get peace and quiet,
saying that to me.
I take it. Like I would literally just sit in my car for 30 minutes, however long I can, and I appreciate the silence. It's sometimes it's so good to just not talk. Like I would go to a silent retreat if I could, just to not hear, because my 9-year-old, she literally thinks she knows everything.
Word.
So I'm arguing with her all day, in addition to my 1-year-old running around screaming. And then I have a partner, so that's a whole
other. You want your attention and your time and all that too, right?
Woo! So if I could just get quiet, I'll take it. Like that's my self-care. My favorite thing in the morning is drinking my coffee and just sitting there and just not talking. That and Judge Judy. I love me some Judge Judy.
You seen the new spin thing they doing with that? She looks so nice now.
Right, they got the little filter on her.
She look different.
Love it. And she more like uncut now too.
So she's still Judge Judy though. Alright,
would she ever stop it? Like that's an
authentic. Right. Yeah.
Judge Judy is authentic, but I love her. Yes, I just binged it before I came here.
Yes, okay.
But yeah, cause like I'm such a logical person, and she's so logical.
She really is. Like
she's logical.
It's an entertainment show, but she really brings the authenticity, the real practical law and structure to that show. Like,
yes,
she
she
really
does.
trying to
People
weigh it
try
out.
to lie, the way she asks the questions,
Mm-hmm.
like you don't know where she's going, so you want to think of a lie, but at the same time, like she could be ruining your favorite, right? Like
that shit lie-proof, yo.
Man, I love me some Judge Judy. So
okay.
yeah.
And so, if you don't mind, right? Because when you said that about just the silence and just having a moment to yourself, I be thinking you said it's something that connected with me. When you're chasing your dreams, that should be stressful. And sometimes I feel like I'm being ungrateful when I'm with other creative people, and I think that way or feel that way. But you made me feel normal just then, cause like I'll be honest, y'all gonna see this later, and it's cool, cause you ain't gonna see it by the time it matters. But I just left something that I was like, oh, I don't feel like being here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I felt guilty, but when you said it like that, it's like, no, this was what, y'all did this, and y'all this is an 18-day lead up for y'all. I've been doing things 15 of the last 18 days. Right. So it's like, I'm tired. Right. I'm overwhelmed.
Right.
You know, I just ran outside clothes on, like, I'm not feeling it. So you made me feel better about, like, I wanted to just come here, and shit, I forgot about us initially just because I just got so much stuff going on.
I did too, right?
So it's like I just want to just take my time to just, I'm watching Judge Judy.
Right, you want to just chill.
Yeah, like
decompress.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
that's normal. Like we're human beings. We are humans. We are not supposed to run 24 hours a day. No. And that's, like I said, we're part of this capitalist society. Yeah. So you think that's normal. But even the most powerful animals on this planet, like, they rest. Yeah. They only hunt, like, what? Yeah. Like 3, 4, 5 days out the whole month and be chilling. Right. But we up just
I felt a chill.
Chasing.
That was a chilling statement. Like, that was like God kind of just was like, yeah, bro, you done a lot. Right.
Chill, because listen, your body will put you down.
Yeah, man. Nah, real talk. So, social media, right? I know you said they can get you on Instagram. Is it like, I want to simplify this question. Social media, like, is it a good or a bad thing? Do you like it or not? Like,
oh, I love it.
You love it.
I love social media.
I gotta cut audience. Some people are like, and then other people are like, I love it, right? So I'm gonna cut right down the middle.
Intention, baby. Yeah. It's intention. What are you using it for? Social media is literally responsible for changing how we view work. It's created complete positions that never existed 5, 6, 7 years ago. What does it mean to be an influencer? And the kid who does this is reportedly making $2 million a year because he signed up for TikTok, saw some shit that didn't make sense, and decided to do this in the video. And he literally, you telling me that's not a win?
Yeah, that's a super win. Like you said, it's all addition.
Intent, like what? Yeah. And I'm more than sure he didn't get on here and say, I'm gonna make $2 million a year doing this. Nah, but he saw an opportunity. He saw his followers were going up, and he did something with it. So what are you doing when you get on there? Are you just consuming crap?
Yeah. And
because algorithms, whether you like them or not, they exist for a reason. They're gonna give you more of what you want to see.
So life's an algorithm.
Right.
Like they just copied the system of life and then coded it.
That's exactly what it is. Because think about it. What you focus on, what your energy is, that's where your focus is gonna go. That's what you're gonna attract. That's what you're only gonna see. Yeah. It's like people see what they want to see, hear what they want to hear. I love social media. The way it's allowed me to be able to even, like, the underdogs.
That's what I was just thinking the whole time you were saying it.
Right. Like the art I've been able to see. The artistry, the creativity. People who never would have been able to turn their artistry into a monetary gain.
Or just visual, just something just you could experience.
Right. They would never have had a chance had it not been for social media because, like I said, capitalism. So in capitalism, we wait for the people at the top, right, to tell us what's popular. But thank you to social media, you can go find your tribe, and that is amazing. Like them Facebook groups, you see the commercials of the Facebook group? It's the weirdest Facebook groups. It's like people who ride tiny bikes. Yeah. They find their people.
And there'd be hundreds of thousands of people in the show too.
Right. And that's what, like, all of us were looking for community. So
yeah, that's life. Yeah, that's people needing one community.
That's it. Like they literally have like dachshund parades where people fly to one place for their dog, and they have a parade.
And it creates a safe, secure opportunity for you to do that. Like you get to view people profiles, see what they've been doing, look at their timeline,
see if they real.
Yeah, like you get to really do all that stuff. And there's still always that margin for error. Yes, there's the fake pages, there's that con,
but that's always been around.
Yeah.
Like
but it was already around.
It was
right? You can't
always
social
around. Like
media
if
for
you
that, right?
there are podcasts that literally talk about scam artists from back when we didn't have nothing but newspaper.
Oh,
like there's
those newspaper scams,
right?
Yeah,
like there's a woman who literally put in the newspaper that she was looking for. She had this big ass house. She put in the newspaper that she needed a house cleaner, and she was literally in it. And she was attracting like veterans from the war. I forget which war it was, but it was like World War I or something. She literally put it in a newspaper. And everyone that showed up to her house, she killed them and took their benefits. This is long before the internet, people. So scams did not start with the internet. Remember back in the day when people would just send checks to your house and tell you to cash it and send me some money?
It's the same thing you get in your DMs now.
Right.
It's
the exact same thing.
Just electronic.
That's electronic. Scams have always been around. Scams have always been around. People used to get on trains and hop from cart to cart and run scams. So, yeah.
That's a really, that was, I have these things that I like to clip from everybody's video. So this is a New Person News interview, but I want to put that one on my page.
Okay.
I'm going to clip that, John, and really rock that. Because that was a really, man.
I didn't get that lady's name. I'm going to get her name and I'm going to send you the story.
Oh, the story where she did that.
Yeah, she killed hundreds of people before they started looking, like, coming to the house. Because neighbors would be like...
they be veterans, too, and stuff. So it's like, sometimes, everybody ain't checking for them all the time.
Right.
Yeah, man. Wow.
And people disappear every day, just like now. You wouldn't think so with technology, but...
You still can't find them.
Still can't find them.
So my last question is, well, it's a two-part question, really. Okay. So the first part of the question is, we have a platform, and we created this platform for the underdog, the undervalued, the underrated creative, looking for somewhere genuine and consistent to develop or provide their voice. Yes. And, we talked about authenticity, so genuity is like, right, that's this cousin.
Absolutely.
Right. So the way that we want to help people become profitable with this platform is, by developing a determined mindset and using their personal experiences. Like you said, like there's a lot of things and scams or whatever going on, and I can equally observe and see that. But bringing a personal experience to stuff is the most rewarding thing to do, what I've found. Mm-hmm. So my question is, the first part of it is, would you prefer to be underrated or undervalued if you had to choose?
Sure.
Right? Like if something had to be left out on the table of
absolutely. Underrate me. I'd rather you underrate me than undervalue me, because undervalue me, when I hear value, I think of equity, I think of money. You're never going to underpay me. So, but you can underrate me, because underrating is just an assumption that you have of me that is solely based on
your preferences.
Right.
Yeah.
And I have the opportunity to come in and override that.
I never thought of that part. That's you're the first person that said it like that. I can still rise through the rank. I can still get re-rated. Right.
You can get re-rated.
Yeah.
But undervalued, I don't know.
It's hard. It's probably impossible to come back